Hey everyone, this is your girl Milady here with VK3 Reefing Things. Today I got a good one for you, where I could say another good one for you. And I done had this garland for a couple of years. When I first got it, I thought it was too thin, way too thin, so I just tossed it over in my little stash. But today I am pulling it out and I am going to do something with this. It was over 8 feet long, but I folded in half, so it's a little over 4 feet now. And that way, again, you can make it a little thicker and do a little something with it. I'm gonna do something with it today. So what I got, I'm gonna put some mesh on it. Red and green mesh that I had left over in my stash. And I'm gonna throw a little gold in it too. I got my ribbon I'm gonna put on it, a little truck with a Christmas tree on the back. And I got some flowers. I'll put some of these flowers in there. And what else do I have? Did I show you my little truck? I had this for a little while too. It matches my ribbon. So I'm gonna put that on there somewhere. So I got this bow, this little flower clip. I might throw that in there somewhere. I done had this for a little minute too. So let's get started with this thing. First I am going to put some zip ties on it to keep it together. So I got some, I think these zip ties about 6 inches. So I'm gonna put it together and so it can stay together. Yeah, when I first got this, I said, what am I gonna do with this? I got a couple of them though. But I did the other one for my house. I like folded in 3 parts and made something for my door for last year for Christmas. I made a swing for my door. But 4 parts, one of them I did it. It's gonna be a whole lot thicker that way. So that's what I did. So I'm trying to go a little longer this time and see what can I do with this. I was very disappointed when I got this in the mail. You can count the tinsels on this with your hand and feet. The toes, your toes and your hand, a full 2, whereas I would say a set. So 20. You can count the tinsels on here. But let's see what we can do with this today. We're gonna try to make it work. I'm optimistic. I am optimistic. Don't y'all forget about the giveaway. Now they did some stapling themselves because they added pieces together themselves. Just like I double mine, they added pieces together. So they got a little bit of piece of wire sticking out. So I am going to zip tie that down so it won't hurt anyone. And I forgot where I got this from. I got it from somewhere online. I didn't had it for so long. I done forgot where I got it from. But But if you see a picture of it, it'll show the resemblance if you're looking online. Don't forget about the giveaway on Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On my Facebook page, BK3 Reefing Things. And the requirements is on that page. So check out the requirements so you can be in the drawing. And there's another one that they put together. I'm going to go ahead and zip tie because they got all kinds of wire sticking out. I am giving away a fall wreath. I haven't decided on which one. About 7 o'clock tomorrow, I will have it out what I am giving away. So this wreath can be on your door before Halloween. We want to make it even. So we're going to pull that out a little bit. I usually have a giveaway every 6 months, twice a year. To my followers, of course, not just know anybody. Only to my followers and subscribers. I'll put one right here on the end to bring that together a little closer. So I am still representing Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as you can see, my pink wig. And I also have some breast cancer awareness wreaths on my website. You might want to check those out. All right, so we got our zip ties on. Do I need to put one on this end? This one pretty much closed up. So I'm thinking that'll be enough zip ties. And spread it. All right, now the second thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start adding our mesh. Put that on the side because I might need it again. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way to give me some room. I think we're gonna start with our, let's start with our green. Zip ties are coming up everywhere. We're gonna drag this down. And it wasn't even. This is not even. I would like to get it even. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use my rotary cutter and just even it up. You cannot cut with your rotary cutter on the tempered glass. So I have to move that out of my way a little bit. Even it up as much as possible. Watch your hand when you're using these things. They're very sharp. Like I said the other day, I done got cut, I done got burnt, I done got poked, I done got stabbed. Any kind of way you want to name it, I done got it crafting. Now what we're going to do, we're going to fold this a little bit, get rid of those raw edges. This is a 21, leftover 21 by 10 yards. Now the first one, I'm going to try to go 12 inches. Hope I have enough on here for 12 inches. Just move all my junk over there because this thing is long. And I don't want to push nothing on the side. I think I would need my scissors. What you're going to need for this is your scissors, your wire cutters, maybe some pliers. If you got wires sticking out like I showed you earlier. I'm thinking I should go with my red. It look like the red have more on it, and then I have an extra red over there. So let's start with the bottom, going 12 inches on the bottom, since I think we have a little more of the red. And we'll go 10 inches with the green. But let's start out our base, making sure that we have enough, since we using leftover stash. All these zip ties keep coming from. Bag was left over. All right, here's the zip tie. Need Chanel stem. All right, is this even enough? I like to get it even, and this don't seem like it's even. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying to get it where you can see me, what I'm doing. I may have to move it back and forth. And I don't want to cut too much off. I want to save it, but I want to be neat about it. That should be sufficient enough. What you're gonna need, you might need a few clips. You're gonna need your garland, of course. You're gonna need your embellishments. You're gonna need your scissors and your wire cutters. You're gonna need your Chanel stems. And of course your mesh. If you put mesh on there, you can do these garlands without mesh. I am just happen to be doing mesh with mine today. Get rid of those raw edges. Now they're 21 inches, a little bit thicker than the 10 inch on some of them. Depends on where you get it from too. So all I'm doing is tying this. All I'm doing is tying this mesh into my tinsels. And I said I was gonna go 12 inches. Ooh, it came out. Well, I tell you what, we are gonna use a zip tie on that end to keep our end secure. So let's pull out a zip tie. I'm not gonna even trust a Chanel stem, but I trust these zip ties. They are my #1 tool to go to when I'm trying to secure something permanently. Yank it just as hard as you can. They ain't gonna break. And it ain't gonna slip out. Now let's try this again. And all I was doing last time was pulling it like that and the whole thing slipped out. So we're gonna go 12 inches. Now we're gonna put it in that first tinsel. We had even tied it. Let's untie it and start over. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna tuck our Chanel stem over that end. And a good thing I don't have my wood burner on, or it had went in the corner. So you don't want that. Whenever you got a wood burner going, make sure it's very secure, because it will start a fire in a minute. Now we just going all around on one side first. That looked like it was on the other side. I had to look at it real well. And just tie it 2 or 3 times. And I like to straighten as I go. Inches. My camera, my camera don't look. And then the way I have them with the Chanel stem, just pull it out a little bit to make sure you're on the right side. because they so thin. They want to lean towards the other side. But just open it up a little bit. To see which side you're on. This camera is not positioned too right for me. Let's pull this out a little bit. Bring it just a little bit over like that. And I think that's better. So I said a couple of months ago that I was pulling out old stash that I done had for a while. And I'm doing the same thing. Because for one while, all I was doing was just stashing. My inventory became a little bit more than what I was making. I go out in the store and see something that I want, I'm going to get it. And I can have it about a year before I start making anything. Just like this. But in reality, I didn't know what to do with this one because it was so thin. But now I am trying to make use of it. Now this one was kind of hard to see which one was on which side. And it's just folding too much there. And you make sure you get your measurement right, because if you off, it's gonna, if you off especially too much, it's gonna look off. So you want to get your measurement right. See what I mean? I am going to need my other roll to do the other side. Let's try to see, can we get to the end on this one. I made a garland for my table for fall. If you go back and look at one of my videos, you'll see it and see how I made it. I made a pumpkin garland and put it on my table centerpiece for a centerpiece with my centerpiece inside of it, a big vase. So go and see how I do this, and this may be on my table for Christmas. I didn't have a garland on there for Christmas. So I think I would do this one for my table for Christmas. But in the future, these will be on my website. In the meantime, go and subscribe to my website. And when I'm giving a sale or some type of discount, you'll be one of the first to know, because I send out emails. And another thing, I don't know whether you saw one of my earlier videos where I made a tube. I keep these, 2 or 3 of them, so I can have them in my stash. You can make napkin rings out of these. So if you want to know how to make napkin rings, go to one of my earlier videos and you will see how I made napkin rings out of the mesh tubes. Go to my table on one of my videos and just look at my table decor, and you would see the napkin rings. I doubt if we can get 2 pieces of 12 out of this one. So what we're going to do, we're going to find the end, because it want to double up. And the closer you get to the end, it doubles up on you too. So we're going to pull that out. And we're going to clip it. Maybe I need a big one. Pull this out, see which side we on. Okay, that one was acting like it belonged over here. Trying to play tricks with me. Here's another piece they put together that's not really secure. Got that wire sticking. That's really unprofessional making. If you're gonna put pieces together, at least tie down your wire. Keep from somebody getting hurt. Just that quick. I don't know what I did with them my favorite pliers. I don't even see them. I meant to put these back in the toolbox because I don't like that unscrewing and all this kind of stuff. I'm not a tool professional anyway. The other one get a little tighter for me. Did it fall on the floor? Or did I put it back up? Put it back up, y'all. I keep it out. Just continue mashing that little piece of wire down. Like I told you, I done got cut, stabbed, burnt. Now, I don't think this long enough. Could be. Could not be. Yeah, those raw edges gonna come out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and cut this. And we're going to tape it down to here with a piece of zip tie. Not a piece of zip tie, a zip tie. See, we don't have, but let's pull this tinsel. No, the tinsel. Make sure ain't no tinsel connected. Where we gonna tie it down at. Let me go get the other piece of red. Let's do the same thing we did with the other one. I'll be putting all my stuff up because I do have a limited amount of space on this table. I done accumulated so much trash. My trash need emptying. And I think my baby boy forgot to empty my trash out here this week, Wednesday. He forgot to get it and collect it. So this is going on my table in my house. I am making this for myself for Christmas. Now we're going to go back over this one where we left off at. I think I need a zip tie. I need to zip tie this. Remember what happened last time? The whole thing came out. So we're going to have to zip tie this twice. We don't want that to happen. Now we're going to zip tie this and go underneath. So it can stay together. Stay flatter. You want to slide over all the way to the end, but you might have to fight with it to keep it from interfering with your tinsels. yank on that thing. And I guarantee you, it ain't going nowhere. Now, the little piece that's hanging out, and I had already secured my raw edges, I'm going to go ahead and cut that because all it's doing is just hanging. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Try not to get none of your good mesh. Make sure it's out of the way. Okay. Now let's carry on to the end. Alright, y'all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take off this jacket first. It's getting kind of heated in here. We got so much rain this morning. That's what woke me up. It was raining, lightning. What I'm gonna do, I am gonna measure this red and make sure I have enough. Because if I don't have enough, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the green on this side. Because it is kind of scary. So, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I doubt it. I'm going to have to go with the green. So, we going 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I miscounted 1. 9, 10, 11. Okay, so if I miscounted 1, that's fine. Well, we're gonna carry on with this. And we ain't gonna worry about trying to roll it back up. And a good thing about this, you can bend it to make adjustments. Seemed like I was off. Let's do this again. No, I wasn't off. It just looked like it was bigger. We don't need to go no more than what we need to because I just finished counting everything. So we need to be right on the money. you see this mesh bringing some little thickness to this little thin garland. It's bringing a little thickness to it. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this drop on the floor. I like these 21 inches because they are much thicker. I like that. I see myself now purchasing more 21 inches, especially if I'm gonna buy it from Hobby Lobby. But I get all of my quality mesh from Crafts Outlet. That's my #1 go-to store. It's Craft Outlet. Ooh, that looked way bigger. Yeah, it's Craft Outlet. It's a store to go to. You catch them in the... They should have a lot of summer stuff on sale right now. I like to catch their sales. They have quality accent sign, quality mesh. Anything I buy from there is quality. I'm not trying to promote them or anything, but I'm just letting you know where I get my stuff from. That still look bigger. Something ain't right on this one. The poof look much bigger. Make sure I'm stretching it out. No, that look much better. Oh my God, what's going on? Now I'm just really tying it 2 times because we have a lot of other stuff we have to put in here. I don't know, y'all. Maybe they got this tinsel. It's not. Maybe the tinsel is not distant right. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me that thumbs up. And hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'm uploading new stuff. And plus, if you want to be in the drawing, one of the requirements is you got to subscribe to my channel. Be able to be in a drawing for a beautiful fall wreath. I gotta pull it out tonight, see which fall wreath that I want to give away. And I also have a 20% sale on my website. I forgot when the exact time it go off of sale, but it won't be long. I think I had it on sale for having it on sale for a couple of weeks, so I don't even know where them couple of weeks are even up. But go ahead and check that out. Y'all see how I'm bending this to make it my satisfaction? I am bending this thing. That's the part I like about it. You can bend it either way you want to and make it work for you. Like I said, I forgot where I got this garland from. I got it from offline somewhere. I'm not sure. But if it do come up where I happen to order from that website again, I would definitely know, looking at my order history. I would know then and know not to get another one. But it's okay once you put all your stuff on there. It's good once you put all your stuff on there. It won't be as thin. Well, let's see how this gonna pan out. If I don't have enough, I don't have enough. This mine. This is mine. But when you start a project, make sure you got enough. Golden rule. Make sure you got enough if you're going to start a project. See, I told y'all I think I miscounted that one. I was counting them before I was actually making it. The loops. It had about the same amount the other one had on it. Yep, about the same amount the other one had on. So whatever project I did, it was the same. So we're going to go ahead and cut this off. I don't think I have no more red back there. Yeah, when you're doing a project, just make sure you got enough of everything you need. And I usually make sure when I'm doing one to put it on my website. Let's see, can we find another little piece of red up in here anywhere? Anywhere we do. Anything, any red. Throw that on the floor. All of my red. Let's look over here. It's a different kind of red. Y'all, this gonna have to work. I got all kinds of red coming out the woodworks. So let's do this. You're not gonna see it anyway. Anybody come to my table and look too hard, they need to see this. This is gonna be underneath. Now, if I would have measured my stuff beforehand, I could have made this a little shorter, but I didn't. I just knew I had enough. Now that my green is almost the size of the red, I'm gonna have to go every other on that green. Every other. Because remember I am putting 2 other colors on this red, so hopefully you won't see it. And again, I said this is mine. I wouldn't fix this for no customer hooking up stuff like this. All I needed was one more. That's all I needed. Ain't that something? Ain't that a shame? All I needed was one. Got that little one right there. So let's make it. Can we make it where it can be parallel on this end down here? Let's see. Can we make that end a little parallel? In crafting, you always can make adjustments and something, you know. That's the right one. Let's see which way we're going here. Let's cut this off really short. Secure this with a zip tie. Now we got those three. Let's go on this end and see, can we let's see what we can do. Now we made 3 loops on the other side. I'm not gonna miscount this one, just to kind of bring it together and make it parallel. Let's see what can we do. Nah, we got to go a few more inches lower. Now we had this end, we had that end sticking out down there. We just gonna go these 2 right here. See, can we do, it's this one and this one. Just kind of make them a little bit comparable. Or should I say parallel, my favorite word. They'll be maternal twins. Maternal twins. Go ahead and secure that to your base. If I can get it in there. Thread it through. These zip ties here are kind of flexible. So let's see, can we get this one in there before we grab out a commercial one? They are not that flexible. They are stiff enough for you to thread it through. So let's try this one first. Tight. Even though if you're making this for yourself, you want to do your best. You want to do your best if you're making this for yourself. You want to be proud of it on your table or wherever you're putting it when you're putting stuff together. So they may not be maternal twins, but they are paternal. I said that by one of my bows last week. They are paternal twins. Let's see, can we get this one in there again? I'm trying to use all the same length and color of Chanel stems. I don't think I have no more red long ones. Now see y'all, I was putting that one in on the lumpy side. You don't put that one in on the lumpy side. This is the flat side right here. And that's the lumpy side. You want to put it on the flat side. It's not gonna hold. And then a lot of them won't let you pull it back out if it's not on the right side. Some of the zip ties, after you get it in there, it's not gonna let you pull it out like this one just did. You just have to cut it off and start over with a new one. I got these Chanel stems from the Dollar Tree. They came in this little package. And I got some more that came in this little container with different sizes. So I use zip ties so much. When I'm out somewhere, if I see them, I just grab them. Especially if it's a different color, I just grab some. I don't need them, but I just grab some. I never run out of Chanel stem. Like I said, that is my #1 go-to tool. I do my bows with zip ties. I put down a lot of my stuff permanently with zip ties. Because you saw what happened to that Chanel stem when I first started. It just slid right on out of that Chanel stem. I did my zip tie and it stayed. So let's put these zip ties to the side. When I clean up, I bet I'm going to find a few right there on the floor. So let's put them over here. Let's get our clips. Put them up. Put our rotary cutter up. Now, let's start on something else. Let's see what the first thing we're gonna put on here is a green. So I told you we're gonna zigzag with this green. I'm gonna put my hot glue gun on the floor. I don't need it right now. So we're gonna zigzag. Let me take a look at this thing. We're gonna zigzag from left to right. Okay, so let's start with this. I think I already cut it, right? Yeah, because I think I had started with this. So we're gonna zigzag. We don't want to run into that problem again. Hope I still don't run into it. I may have to skip 2. And we're gonna need a zip tie. Yeah, I may have to skip 2. Let's unfold this for a minute. When you're starting out with a new piece, that's when you need to use a zip tie so it won't slip out. Now this tinsel here is getting pretty short. So I might have to use a long zip tie in a place of, a Chanel stem in a place of one of these tinsels. Because they are short. This one is short. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tie our Chanel zip tie right in between. Let me try to get this this tinsel a little tighter, even though we're gonna do it with a Chanel stem, but I'm trying to get it as close to that base as possible. Now that should be sufficient enough. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up under that Chanel stem. Not Chanel stem, our little loop where I connected that mesh into the tinsel. We're gonna go take our zip tie on the flat side and we're gonna tie it right in between that tinsel and put it as tight as possible. Now we got a little piece of tinsel left, which we may have to put a Chanel stem there if we're gonna tie anything else. Remember, we got the gold to go. Okay, this just a little bit. So I think I'm on this one, just to put a little more color in here, I'm gonna go 10-inch. Let's see if I have enough space to zigzag it. Just enough. And now let's see how many can we skip. This is 1, 2, wait a minute, 1, 2, well, we'll have to go longer if we're gonna do all that. Let's see. Let's see, does this work? Let's see how many we skip. We skip 2. 1 on each side. No, there's another one over here. So let's just worry about that one first. So let's skip 2. And we're gonna go straight down the middle on this one. Okay, so we got to look out for our gold. If we're gonna go straight down the middle with our gold, green, we gotta think about what we're gonna do with that gold. So how many inches? I forgot how many inches I went. So that's about 15 inches to skip 2. We're gonna do another 15 inches. See, you can improvise. You can improvise and make things look pretty. And parallel. Don't forget that parallel. Okay, we skipped 2. 1, 2. And we're gonna go straight down the middle. Well, we think we're going straight down the middle. In all actionality, it's tinsel on the right and left. Well, we just gonna make believe we going down the middle. And which we really are. But the tinsel's on your right and your left. Now I gotta put a piece of gold somewhere. Okay, 15 inches. Oh, this is such a Christmas color too. Red and green and gold. So 10. We going 15, so we skip those 2 and go over here. All right, this better be enough. I ain't playing, y'all. So I didn't intend for this, but I'm kind of liking the way it looks. So we got that. Let's skip these 2 and go here. Okay, we got those 2. We go here, the last one. So we actually had some left over. It's good to be safe than sorry, because you'll be trying to figure it out and trying to get to the last little piece. It looks... See, when you cut your mesh like that, when you have it gathered up, that's what make your spool uneven. Now, let's see where we're gonna put this at. We gotta have a bigger zip tie for that. Ain't no way of getting around that. So do we have a green? We wanna use some Christmas colors. We don't have white. Yellow is not Christmas-y. Only thing I may have is some white or black. And I think that white would stick out a little more. I got more zip ties around here somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for them. And I really don't think I really don't think I have Christmas colors anyway, so let's try this black. May have to pull out a longer. Let's try this longer black because at least we know we're safe with this one. We just have to cut off so much. Sorry about that. Now let's secure the end of this. Try to go underneath as much as possible. Now these the ones that I don't think if you have it on the right side can pull it out. One day I would test one, but I think it's these right here where you can't pull it out. Now that is tight. That is tight. Ooh, don't want to make a mistake and cut nothing, because this little thin garland, it'll be in pieces if you cut it. Now that we have all of that, let's see where we're gonna put this little touch of gold at. Since this is make-believe in the middle, so it's make-believe in the middle, or we can make-believe it on the, kind of pull it on the side. Pull it on the side, and well, we should have did in the first place. Put it on the left side. We could have did the left or the right. And let's put our gold on top of that. But we still got to skip. Okay. So we alternated, didn't we? So let's alternate this as much as possible. Or we really don't even have to put any gold. But you know, we're gonna pull this back in the front, in the middle. And then we just gonna randomly, that's too many zip ties though. But that's okay. We'll use our black one so we don't have to struggle with them. So let's randomly put some gold poofs in here. It don't have to be stretched out all the way. Let's put some gold poofs in there randomly. Now, we can do it my little zip tie. Now this is when I want my little zip ties, so we'll put the small ones here and use the long ones to go around the frame. So we just fold it in and we're gonna secure it, that end, with a zip tie. We're gonna measure it out. We're gonna measure it out to, let's go 15 like we did the green one. But we're gonna cut this. And we got to do the best we can because I told you when you cut it, it doubles up on you. So we going to use it anyway. And now we're going to have to secure. Let's get a longer one. You don't want to be fighting with this. Now let's randomly put some gold in there. Now we'll go ahead and secure these ends a little bit later. So there's our first gold. Now we're gonna try to do it parallel so it'll be evenly. Okay, so we have one here, about every two. So let's put another one right here. Well, that ain't all the way down to the end. Let's put one on this side. Be safe. Let's put one on that side. So we went 15. I don't know how many it's gonna go because I didn't measure it. So it's not too bad. But we still gonna go ahead and fold it in. You know what? We may not have to fold it in because we're gonna cut it anyway. But it look a little better folded. Neater. I'll say neater. Now we're gonna measure it out to 15. I do a little over 15 because you know you got to cut it. Then I measure it again. I don't want to take too much away from them because we trying to get enough to make it look parallel. If you want me to come up with another word, I will. When you get used to a certain word, that's just it. Okay, but let me do this. Okay, I got two. So I go ahead and measure it. Okay, I take about 1 inch on each side. So I would say that's 1. I would say this is 2. I would say this is 3. I would say this is 4. Okay, I have about 6 good ones on here, so we'll just take it from there and just space our gold out and still going all the way around. and not having enough. Let's just cut them. Let's just pre-cut them. Now we're gonna go from side to side. Make sure all of your utensils are out the way. You're not doubling up your other mesh. Making sure you bring that in out so you can get it good. Don't forget, don't cut your garlic. Okay. Now we got that in. We need to worry about putting the other end in there. I don't want it to, that's why we're not doing it like that. We're doing it with a zip tie because it'll be so much simpler just to put it in that tinsel. We're gonna do it, put it in that tinsel anyway, but we gotta secure it with a zip tie. We can't depend on, we'll twist that tinsel around one time. We're gonna not twist it around no time. We're just gonna go ahead and put our zip tie underneath there and put the tinsel over there, the zip tie. That's the way we're gonna do this. It's on the right side. I may have to do some more finger adjustment. Yeah, I had to move my tinsel back because it got stuck in the middle. I'll be holding with both of my hands. Now what I really want to do, I want to put, yeah, that slide that before you close it up real good. Make sure you got the position that you want. Go ahead and cut it off. Now we'll tie our tinsel over that. Now we got our second. Now don't forget, let's go back because we got to secure this underneath some type of way. Now, did I put a zip tie in this one? No, I didn't. Or did I? Yep, I put one in there. But it need a bigger zip tie so it can bring it down. You need one of these big commercial ones so it would bring that closer to the frame. Because it was just up too much. It was just up too much entirely. Okay, let's see. Make sure we don't have anything else that we don't even want there. And we're gonna bring that tinsel over the zip tie. Is it on the flat side? Yeah, but it just ain't. There it go. Now, it's close like I wanted. I know something wasn't going on right there, right? we bring our tinsel over there. I hope I don't have to need anymore like Chanel stems or anything to attach stuff, because you remember I got the flowers, I got the eucalyptus, I got the little truck, I got ribbons. Maybe this tinsel will be just enough for the ribbons that I'm gonna put on there. And then I have to figure out the other stuff, because the next thing that goes on here are the ribbons. So one there, and let's put another one over. Let's put one up here. Let's put one on these ends, and then we'll worry about the other middle part. So I am going to go ahead and apply all of my gold. You saw the process that I was doing. And then I will come back and we'll start putting the ribbons on there. All right, y'all. I will see you guys in a little while. This has been a long little process, especially when you're using leftover products. So it's gonna be pretty when we finish. All right, don't y'all forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm uploading new videos. And I will be back to tell you about the giveaway. So don't forget about that. I mentioned it a couple of times in here already. Gotta get that hair out the way, y'all. All right, bye.